I do not know if this is a fish or a snag. That's a fish. That is a fish. That's a monster fish. It's a big fish. That may be a personal best. Alright guys, give you the 411 on what I'm doing. I'm going to drift through this stuff. Man, there's a lot of arches in here. They're all over the place. And I'm just going to drift through it. Problem is, we've got a wind out of the south. The section I'm in, the river runs north to south. Water's not on yet. I don't know. I just feel better drifting. I've got some perch. I'm going to upsize baits a little bit today. It's a nice perch fillet there. Nice big one. What I'm going to do is I'm going to up the bait size a little bit today. I'm really targeting some of these bigger fish that are in here. I just want to see what's feeding, just where all this ranks as far as the spawn goes. There's some of these ledges that I'm going to hit that should hold some flatheads. There's a couple of places in here with some rock edges on them. I'm going to try to work. All depends on this wind. It might be a little bit tough. There's a nice bigger bait. That's a little more of a big fish bait. Get it out in the water. Those ancient mariner reels. Trying to break one. Ain't done it yet. Yeah, that's kind of the plan. A little different approach. We've been doing a lot of what I call guide fishing recently. A lot of let's just catch some fish, which is kind of what you have to do this time of year a lot of times. Another little fillet on there. Because, I mean, late spawn, it can be tough just to catch a fish. So, but we're July 6th now. It's time to start looking after some big fish. Get these knocked in gear. If you're wondering on my drifting, guys, I know guys do it different in different parts of the country. I'm totally wind drifting. I don't even have a trolling motor in. I've got a drift sock out. We're floating with the wind upstream, but there's not any current right now, so it's not that big of a deal. Let's get that one on that head there. What I do is I cast my rods out behind the boat. I know a lot of guys put them straight under the boat. We fish them behind the boat a little bit. Couple of reasons. Let me get this in the water. One of them is, if you go through any deeper water, some people think that, well, or shallower water, they don't get scared of, they're not scared of the boat. Okay, I can kind of give you that, but if you're fishing straight underneath the boat, you're gonna know the boat's there. So I think the biggest thing is the angle of the line is at an angle like this versus straight up and down. I believe that helps tremendously with the hookup ratio and the number of hook sets that you get versus straight up and down. Just my opinion, but I just seem to hook up on a lot more fish that way, especially using circle hooks like I use. These are the Hooker's terminal tackle circle hooks. The rods, boat's moving this way, lines are at an angle. You've got resistance, which is what you need with circle hooks, and boom, it sets them. What I do is I stagger the lines going out the back. Middle ones further out. These ones here on the corner a little bit closer. The ones on the outside are even closer. And you can do it different ways. I basically say it's like my hand. When my hand's in that position, that's kind of the length they are away from the boat. So knock these into gear. It's in the gear. You can kind of see the spread there. They're out. I got a drift sock. I'm just drifting with the wind. I'm going which way the wind takes me. Now what I'll do here at some point, I'll drop a trolling motor in, and that will help me with the, angle of the boat and stuff. Should I hook into a fish, get a boat weight going, boat starts going one way or another. So, all right, baits are in the water. We're drifting. Let's see if we can catch one. Well, guys, I swear it's the same day it was a minute ago. We just had some fog roll in. The wind kind of shifted a little bit here on us, And man, it went from a nice normal summer morning to a big massive cloud bank here, or fog bank, cloud bank, same thing. It's a whole bunch of fog, man. It's visibility is I don't know, a few hundred yards right now. I'm just gonna burn off here in a little bit. This isn't gonna last all day, but it's kind of odd for summer. We don't especially here mid-July, you don't usually get this kind of fog rolling in. I made a little pull through part of the river channel. The wind shifted, so my drift didn't go the direction I wanted it to, so I kind of came up out of the river channel way quicker than I needed, but I'm up onto this flat. What I do is I'm just going to drift it for a little ways, see if I get bit, see if I get into any fish, and I'm going to go back, pull my lines up and go back and reset, and spend a little more time in the river channel. But so far, no bites, but just a little prospecting here, see what's going on. See which way this wind's going to carry us, make a couple of drifts, and then we'll make a move. Boom, hooked up, deuces, deuces. Catching some perches. I'll tell you what, the catfish bite is hideous for some reason. I've not caught a fish. I don't think I've actually even seen a bite take place. I'm dropping down some perch bait just to try to catch some bait down here. I'm not sure what's up with the catfish bite. I seen boom, there's two. I seen JR from New School Fishing. There they are. He was just down from the ramp when I got here at daylight, and he said he'd been out here since about 3 or 4 this morning and had not caught a fish. I just threw that one in the bilge. I got to go fetch it. So, I don't know what's up. Boom. We marked a lot of fish over there, didn't we? Now, I've been dragging this perch rod this entire time. Hadn't picked off 1 or 2. I'm getting up here on the flat, and there's a bunch of them underneath me now. Starting to see. Boom. I mean, they're taking as soon as it hits the bottom. I had us a beaky rig, I could catch more. So I'm curious. Dadgummit, he did go in. If this is a time of day thing, or if all those fish we saw out there in the river channel are just staged up and not feeding. We're gonna find out. Man, it almost looks like a little striper. We're gonna find out. I'm pulling way up onto a flat now. I'm curious if there's any catfish around here, or if this is just a lonely little pack of perch that I'm into. If I could catch skipjack this easy, life would be great out there in Tennessee. I heard it used to be that way. I don't know if that's true or not. I heard it used to be that way. See if I can catch a few more perch up here on this flat. Then I'm going to go back down. I'm coming straight up the river channel. I've kind of stayed on the edge of it. There he is. Kind of stayed on the edge of it. Simmer down, simmer down, simmer down, simmer down. Most of the time coming through there. And another one. And gonna come up the river channel. Sorry, I'm getting distracted here. And just see if any of those fish. I've been on the edge. The other side, the wind was kind of going weird, and I didn't really stay in the deeper part of it. And this time I skirted up the edge, didn't catch a fish. So we're gonna go right down the middle of it. It's good gracious granny knows I got bait now. So guys, I thought I had a fish and I think it pulled off. Picked off another one on my perch rod, a little bitty one. And this rod kind of went bink bink. It's not a fish. This is bad. This is bad. I'm realizing check bait. Coming up the river channel, this is not working. These fish are not biting for some reason. Got one snagged behind me. There is absolutely nothing catchable up here. It's crazy. It's crazy how bad it is. Most days, and there's plenty of arches, plenty of fish on the sonar. But remember what I said earlier. When I start seeing those fish suspended, that does not make me happy. It's just like everything. It's just kind of sitting around. Everybody's happy, just kind of hanging out. It's usually a bad sign for a bite, and it's obviously a bad bite right now, right here. So what I'm going to do is give it a little bit further. I'm going to kind of come up here to this ledge again, and right when I get there, I'm going to pull them up and make a move, and we'll take a ride down the lake and try something totally different. All right, guys, there's a massive amount of fish in this river channel, and it looks like a wide variety of different stuff. There appear to be crappie, perch, bass. I think these are some fishable catfish right in here, and stuff just kind of scattered and all over the place in the channel. Obviously, some of them have got to be feeding out of this many fish. At least I hope so. I saw some stuff up on the flat. Not as much, not as dense. Most of it seems to be in that band right there, kind of that little section. So that seems to be the sweet spot. There's a good arch right there. If that's an active feeding fish, we want to catch that one. So yeah, they're scattered. As you can see, there is stuff on the channel ledges, but with this much stuff scattered out, I'm gonna drag some baits up through here. I just feel like there's a lot of stuff, a lot of opportunity in here. I think we got some stacked up crappie here. I think we got some catfish here. There's some shad in here. I think some of these are some good sized shad. I think that's what some of this is. So there's a lot of stuff. I'm gonna drag some baits through here. See if we can stick a hook in something. There's a fish on here. Is it on here? We may actually be hooked up on one. It's amazing, guys. It's a Saturday after July 4th. This lake is empty. Ding, I got a message. It's amazing how just because it's cloudy, the summertime weekend warriors will not come out. They'll only come out when the sun's out. Gosh dang it. A little channel. We gotta move. Gotta move, but we're happy to have one. Happy to have a little channel. At least first fish on the drift. It's amazing. I've been at this for 2.5 hours. Ding, message. That's the first fish on the drift. You saw the arches earlier. You saw everything that was there. Just a good lesson in that just because they're there doesn't mean you're going to bite. Just because they bit yesterday doesn't mean they're going to bite right now. Just because they bit 6 miles down the lake yesterday doesn't mean they're going to bite here right now. Boom. Got another one. Small fish, but we're getting bit. I don't know if I'm just all of a sudden hitting the right place, even though I've been all around this, or if this is a time of day bite. You've heard me use that term before. Sometimes there are certain times of the day when the fishing, the bite, is better than others. This could be what's happening here. Don't know. Take a little more time, a little more catching to find out. But whatever the reason is, it is what it is. We're catching some fish, and that's a nice little channel. For us, it's a nice channel, Cat. There it is. Good looking fish. Good looking fish. The bait's back in the water. I'm gonna finish the drift. See how many more we get. Oh, finally. I just had one smoke some line off this reel. This is a good fish. It's one thing about this ancient mariner. It's got the smoothest drag around. I don't know how the rest of it's made, but as far as drag goes, it's got a smooth drag on it. What's he doing? What's he doing? Is he coming to the top? He's coming to the top. It's a blue. He smoked some line. Coming right at the boat. Or coming to me, I should say. That's the best bite I've had in a long time. That was a good bite. Let's see where I'm at. We have to go to the leverage position on this one. Still dragging in the channel. Silky smooth. Silky smooth. It's a good fish. Boom. Gotta get him around some lines here. Where the heck is he? Still around this one. To go to the opposite side of the boat. Get the boga. Even though I got a feeling this may be a nettable fish. Let's slow cranking him up here to get a look at him. This out of the way. Sun's starting to come out a little bit. Let's see what we got here. It's a big blue. It's a good blue. That's a nettable fish. I need to net that fish. I need to net that one. That one needs a net. Kabam! Piggy in the sack. Piggy in the sack. Got my fan club over here on the right. I got a boat over here watching me, a pontoon boat. I think I know who it is. Good looking fish. Bring it in the boat. About to got a hole in my net. I got a hole in my net I need to get fixed. Nice blue cat. Nice one. Good looking fish. I do not know if this is a fish or a snag. Oh. Call me crazy. Let's see. That's a fish. That is a fish. That's a monster fish. It's a big fish. Sitting here dragging a long way, covering a lot of water. And talking on Facebook. And I didn't hear this rod go. I drug probably a half mile, no bites, no fish. And I heard the telltale sign of zit, zit, zit. Now this is a medium heavy rod, guys. I'm sorry, it's a medium action rod. This is not like the striper stealth rods I had the other day. This feels like a significant fish. We are not in any kind of river current. And it's a good steady pull. Hoping this camera doesn't die right here. Battery's not looking good in it. Work him up to the top. Take some line back. Use a little leverage on this sucker. He came right on the channel edge. My boat's kind of anchored where I'm sitting at here because of, I think I got a snag on that side. There's a bunch of brush where I came through. This fish is swimming off to the side. I'm gonna get the net. One day I'm gonna get the net. Oh man, he's going upstream on me. This Fish is doing what he wants to. Doing what he wants to. There he is at the top. It's a big fish. It's a big fish. If you heard that splash, it's a big fish. Probably saw it on this camera. It's a monster of a fish. I think it's a blue. Hadn't seen it yet. I seen a tail just a second ago, look dark. I see a sinker. It's a good sign. Yep, that's bigger than the one this morning. It's a big fish. Oh, look at that rod go down. Good bend, guys. It's a good fish. Hope I get him in the net. That's a good one. Maybe the biggest one of the year. Let's see. He's kind of doing what he wants to. I see the sinker. It's a big fish. It's a monster. Came out of the net. A monster fish. I hope I didn't screw anything with that hook. That's a more than 30 pounder. The good thing is he's tired. At least that's what I'm telling myself. That right there is the biggest fish of the year, folks. Without a doubt. Without a doubt. That may be a personal best. I don't want to jinx myself. Jinx is for quitters. That could be a personal best. That's amazing. That's big, guys. All right, hook's out. Double check him on the smaller scale. Yep. Good fish. Not gonna make a PB. Big blue. Good gracious. That is a slob of a fish. Good fish. Get him back alive. Well, folks, if you made it this far, thank you for watching. Please consider subscribing, and here are a couple of more videos that I think you're going to like.